the Lord Chief Justice's purported petition. This will not be the first time a petition is coming to the president for the removal of the Chief Justice. This one is particularly worrying because of the undertones. Now, the story came in just as we were coming to press. So tonight we'll not be able to do a lot. But Thursday, we'll bring you so much detail about what we know about the moves, the actions, the shenanigans, everything that is being done within the courts of some of the members of the NDC. We know that there are some of the members of the NDC who find this intention to remove chief justices completely preposterous. And they are also sounding their voice to President Mahama. But there's a lot inside to share with you. Now, the petition that has gone to President Mahama is not completely disclosed in Felix Kwasi-Ofosu's document. But he just says that there are 3 petitions. So let's just quickly take you to the constitutional provision that perhaps will be used. This is the petition here. This is the document from Felix Kwasi-Ofosu. It's today, Tuesday, 25th March. President Mahama consults with the Council of State on 3 petitions for the removal of the Chief Justice. President Mahama, it says, has received 3 petitions from various persons seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. The President has forwarded the 3 petitions to the Council of State to commence the consultation process mandated by Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. I believe that's what it is. Now let's get to Article 146 and see what the provision provides. Article 146, removal of Chief Justice of the Superior Courts, removal of justices of the Superior Court and chairman of regional tribunals. It says, 1461, a justice of the Superior Court or a chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence on grounds of inability to perform the functions of his office arising out of infirmity or body of mind. 6 says, where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, which is what we are currently dealing with, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. 7. The committee appointed under Clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. 8. And this is the important one. All proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer or other expert of his choice. 9. The President shall, in each case, act in accordance with the recommendations of the committee. This is very interesting, and we're going to give you the history of this provision of the 1992 Constitution and show you the philosophy that was behind it. We'll come to that in a minute. Now, these are the people who are going to be very important at the Council of State in dealing with the petition. Now, why do we say they are important? Because Sophia Akufu here, we understand, chairs the Judicial Committee of the Council of State. Now, this is a judicial document forwarded from the President's office to the Council of State. In those circumstances, it will most likely go to the Judicial Committee of the Council of State. And there, Sophia Akufu is chair. So she would have a lot to do with this petition. Also is Her Lordship Justice Adom-Otchere. I think she's also Sophia Agency. I can't remember her first name. Justice Adom-Otchere, former Supreme Court judge, is also on that committee. So these 2 ladies are going to be very, very important in making the decision as to whether the President, as to whether a prima facie case has been made or not. Now, the letter from Ofosu-Kwakye is not clear. It doesn't say the word prima facie. It's not too clear whether the Council of State is invited to make a prima facie case or that a prima facie case has already been made by the President himself and is forwarded to the Council of State. Because the law says the President in consultation with the Council of State. We are not sure. The law didn't say what level of consultation, whether the Council of State should assist the President to make the prima facie case or whether that case, the Attorney General assists the President to do so. We're still learning and we'll find out what these details are. But these are the important, 2 important women and 1 man who are going to make this decision either to the left or to the right. The Honorable Adom-Otchere, I'm not done, can I have? The Honorable Adom-Otchere, former Speaker of Parliament and former MP for Aveno-Ave, many years ago he was the Chief Whip of the NDC, is the Chairman of the Council of State. And these 3 persons, 2 ladies and 1 man, are going to be very instrumental in making the decision. Now, Sophia Akufo herself has a bit of history with this, because here is an article here. It is November 2018, and it says, remove incompetent Sophia Akufo as Chief Justice, Mensah Thompson. A petition was sent to President Akufo-Addo that Sophia Akufo had engaged in some land, cantonment land, Laboni land, something, and therefore they were asking for her removal. So Sophia Akufo went through that process and she survived, because as far as President Akufo-Addo was concerned, it was not substantive enough to grant a prima facie, so he dismissed the petition. Also here, Akufo-Addo petitioned to remove incompetent Chief Justice, and that was also in 2018. So Sophia Akufo herself survived at least 2 petitions against her for her removal, which Akufo-Addo thought was completely flimsy, preposterous, and out of turn. Now she would have a very important decision to make about the Supreme Court that she left behind, now led by Gertrude Tokonu. Sophia will have a very important decision to make as to whether Gertrude Tokonu, the petitions that have come, those 3 petitions now. On the next edition of our program, we're going to, we think we know at least one of the petitioners. We think we know one petitioner. And we're going to give you the history of the petitioner and his machinations within the court system, particularly the Superior Court of Judicature, the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. We're going to tell you a lot, a whole lot, because we had heard about the petitions that were on President Mahama's desk last week. So here we had been preparing our research in case the petition comes. What are we going to do? We were just taken by surprise this evening. We didn't know that it was going to come today, but we had heard last week that there was one petition before the president. So that will be dealt with in extenso.